Everybody, thank you for coming out tonight. As David said, my name is Eddie Amin. I'm a psychologist, but the most interesting and gratifying parts of my week are when I get to work with the DC Center as the chair of the Youth Working Group and also serve on its board. So I have a real distinct honor tonight to honor an organization that is extremely close to my heart and to my passions. When I think of the two most vulnerable populations in this city, I think of, number one, LGBT youth, right? The statistics are pretty clear. These youth spend more time outside of school because of fear of bullying, they have greater risk factors, and they need our support. The second population I think of is homeless youth. Youth that have been thrown away or who have run away and have no other place to turn to. Combined, being a member of both of these populations can feel like a double whammy. But it takes great courage to say we can do better, we can take responsibility in this city for all of our young people. It takes even greater courage to make it one's calling and to do this work day in and day out. And it takes even greater courage still to open up one's doors to LGBT homeless youth, to make them a loving and welcoming and nurtured group in your home. And so I find it extremely fitting that I can present this award. And the namesake of Wanda Alston. How many of you are familiar with Wanda Alston and the work she's done in the community? Wanda was a civil rights activist who cared deeply about our city's most vulnerable populations and our nation's, particularly women's issues and LGBT issues. She served in the mayor's office of GLBT affairs until her untimely death in 2005. Speaking of 5, next month, the Wanda Alston House celebrates its 5th year anniversary. They're actually having a celebration just down the road at MOVA, so I'm giving a plug in advance that I hope you will come and join and support them. But through the Youth Working Group, I have come to know its key leaders and the people who bleed passion for homeless youth. And I have to say that the beat goes on for them. They continue to advocate for LGBT youth, not only providing the city's only homeless shelter and transitional living program for 8 LGBT youth, but they continue to be activists and advocates, and I think that's what change really depends on. So I hope that we can call this the 2013 LGBTQ Homeless Youth Act in DC. I know there are several council members here who support that, so thank them for doing this work. I have to say, similar to the tenacity and the resilience that homeless youth that I know display, the Wanda Alston House, and now its 501c3 soon-to-be nonprofit organization, the Wanda Alston Foundation, have done absolutely tremendous work and have been leaders and models for the type of commitment that we need to show in our city's most vulnerable population. So without further ado, please allow me to welcome Board Chair Chris Dyer and Executive Director Brian Watson for the Wanda Alston Foundation. Please allow me to present to you the DC Center Outstanding Service Award for the dedicated service and diligent service to the LGBT community. Thank you.
For those who don't know, I'm Christopher Dyer. I just got elected board chair, board president of the Wanda Alston Foundation. I thought I was going to retire, but nope. Thank you to the center for this outstanding award. I'm going to be brief because Brian really is the one who, has pushed the Wanda Alston House. But as someone who worked with Wanda and someone in the mayor's office that was there when we provided the funding for it, it's a no-brainer. I'm so glad that we're a foundation. We do have a fundraiser on October 8th. At MOVA, right up the street. That's in a couple of Tuesdays. If you're on the Facebook and you're friends with either one of us, you probably got invited, but you're going to get invited again. We are a board of 9. In fact, there are 2 board members hiding. Latifa and Pat Corbett are over there. We are profoundly grateful to get funding through the city, but we do need, as much money as we can get. And also, if you're interested in being an ambassador for Wanda Alston, see me afterwards or Brian, because we certainly could put you to work. And without further ado, the person who is mostly responsible for the house getting started, Mr. Brian Watson, our Executive Director.
Good evening to everybody. I do apologize for being late. I was at the Congressional Black Caucus out on the Hill event. But I was rushing here to get here and find parking and everything. But I'm just so thankful today for the center giving us this award, as well as David Mariner, who has supported us from the beginning as we have endeavored to provide a safe place for LGBTQ youth over the years. This year we celebrate our 5th anniversary of the Wanda Alston House. July 1st we officially became the Wanda Alston Foundation with wonderful support from Ruby Corrado and Casa Ruby supporting us and many other organizations here in the city. So I think Chris mentioned we have a fundraiser coming up on October 8th. Please do try to come out. We are basically just trying to provide a service in the city to make sure that we take care of our own. 20 to 40% of youth who are homeless identify as LGBTQ. So that means a lot of youth that are homeless in the District of Columbia identify as LGBTQ. So we have to make sure that we put money into our own. We have to make sure we support the youth that are coming up. It's not always safe in every area in DC to come out. It's just not, and that's a reality. And we have to make sure that we provide infrastructure and support to those LGBTQ youth that still need us. So there's going to be volunteer opportunities. You're going to hear more about the house. So I just want to thank, again, Chris for coming on, the board members who are here. I have to thank our council member who has supported us through Christmas and everything else. Yvette Alexander is here, whom we talk on an ongoing basis. I think me and Yvette have become good friends over the years. Councilmember Alexander, excuse me, have become good friends over the years, and I appreciate everything that she's done. So just look for really good things from the foundation. We're looking to expand into capacity building and training. We're going to do more than just focus on housing. We're going to really provide some wraparound service for LGBTQ youth. So thank you again, and have a wonderful evening.